Hi guys. I didn't hit the record button, so I wanted to go through and do the first part of the class with you. That way you had access to all the information. So I did want to point out that there are a couple changes to the calendar. Not for this week, but for next week. Well, I guess this week too. The carbon cycle analysis has been changed, the assignment. So if you look at this, move this up here. If you look at it, you can see that the carbon cycle model was changed to due next Friday, which we started that assignment today, or you got it. And then the Unit 3 test, I moved to being due Friday next week. And then you can see the other ones are for Unit 5, which is our next unit that we're going to. So those are the couple things that changed. So we started with the learning targets. So the first one is interpret a diagram of the carbon cycle. Second one is describe the relationship of the carbon cycle with the Earth's atmosphere and hydrosphere. So atmosphere, the air, and the hydrosphere, water. Describe the influence of the carbon cycle on the Earth's organisms. So how does it interact with plants, animals, that kind of stuff. And then this one's an extra one, or it's the same as the first one. Okay, we went over some review questions. So what do plants do with carbon dioxide? Do they create sugar, change carbon into oxygen, lower the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, all of the above, or I don't know? So let's think about it for a second. Go ahead and highlight them. Okay, so the answer is all of the above. They do all those things. So they create sugar through photosynthesis. They change the carbon dioxide into oxygen. And they lower the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere because they're taking it out and changing it into oxygen. Okay, so next question. What do living things decompose into over millions of years? Okay, did they change to rocks? Did they change to sugar, oxygen, fossil fuels, or you don't know? So think about it for a second. So if we're living things, so we're going back to dinosaurs and the Jurassic period and before or after that, over millions of years, they're going to turn into fossil fuels. So very old fuels, so carbon, gas, oil, those types of things. Or not carbon, coal, gas, and oil. If we go on to number 3, how do animals get the carbon that they are made of into their system? Okay, do they breathe it in? Do they eat the plants? They just absorb it? They eat other animals? Or I don't know. Think about it for a second. Okay, we breathe in carbon dioxide, but we don't use it. So we breathe it in and we completely just release it right off the bat. We eat plants. Plants make sugar. Okay, they make carbohydrates. So they make C6H12O6. And look what it contains. Lots of carbon. So when we process a plant, when we're eating it, we're going to take part of that carbon into our body and it helps us grow. Okay. Do we absorb it? No, we don't absorb it from our atmosphere. And when we eat other animals, we aren't getting carbon, we're getting amino acids. So 2 totally different things. So no carbon, just amino acids because we usually eat the muscles of the bones or of the animals. So the answer is we eat plants, and that's how we get it. Okay. The next thing we did is we went through and we watched a video on here. The link is on here. You can access the PowerPoint right from the course materials section. So you can access the PowerPoint, get in there and watch this video. It's a short video on all the things that carbon is. Okay, where it's at, what it's found as, how does it cycle, is it short-term, long-term? So it does give you a lot of information about carbon, which is very important because that's what we're going to continue doing. Okay, what did you learn? So you should think about what you learned. And then we come into what is a carbon sink. I believe this is where the recording picked up. So it's a natural or artificial reservoir that accumulates and stores carbon for an indefinite period of time. So for a long period of time. Or it could be short, it could be long. We don't know what it is. It's not defined. It's not finite. Okay, so a simple definition of this would be a place that stores carbon, lots of carbon. So a place that stores lots and lots of carbon. So that would be a place that stores carbon. Okay, so that would be a good simple definition, a place that stores carbon. Oh, stores lots of carbon. Okay, so carbon sinks, different carbon sinks are the ocean is the biggest, atmosphere, the lithosphere, so in rocks, fossil fuels, forests, so rainforests, regular forests. So those are all carbon sinks. They hold tons of carbon. So like I said, the ocean is the largest carbon sink. Okay, so that should catch you up on this information, and now you can join the class recording. Thanks.